Hello and welcome to my blog about finding true love or my dream partner. This subject about, following your dreams. When I was working on psychic TV, I would say about 80 to 90% of the calls I got was about love or relationships. It's a very important subject. It's about, the love of ourselves, the love of another, and if you've been through difficulties in relationships in the past, sometimes fear can block you moving forward, and sometimes your experiences can block you moving forward, or you've lost somebody and you don't want to go through that love again. In a sad case, of a severe loss or something like that, and you're still young. And very often the messages, I've had some amazing messages and from mediumship and stuff like that, from husbands or whatever have passed over and have tried to get their wives to move on to meet someone else. It's always a very difficult to be in the middle of that. And one of the examples I give in this blog is I remember going to see someone, and it was going on the way to Fort William, and I was up in Aberdeen doing a show, an event, and something made me stop and look at two flowers, and it was a white and a red rose, or yellow rose, and I took a photo of them. And when I went and did a reading later on that day, the husband loved roses, and it came up when the reading, and I went, you won't believe this morning I took a photo, and I was thinking about, I was looking at my phone, saying, who have I got to see today? And knew that person, and I took that photo. And this is obviously he was trying to send a message to there that the rose is a symbol of love, yes, but the rose is always very, very thorny. Now, when I say going to meet your dream partner, and I'm speaking from experience and the lessons I've learned, and there's a lot of lessons I've probably still to learn, so I'll put my hands up. If we go doing the same things, the same thing will happen. If you go to the same pub every night, we'll meet the same type of woman or male. So we'll have to look differently. And if we're meeting the same type of person, we've got to ask, why are we attracting that person? Very often, carers or very loving people attract people who need help, because we've got that empathy and caring nature. We think we can change them, but the only person that can change is themselves. Not we can't force people to change, and that's a lesson we've all had to learn over the years. Whether it's a child, we try to change them or guide them is a better word. So this blog is to kind of inspire you to kind of move forward a little bit, give you some new ideas. There's a little quiz I found years ago in some of these other blogs, or hypnotherapy things I was doing about recovering from a loss or a difficult relationship, and it makes you think. It does actually think about yourself. So read it and enjoy the blog, and please feel free to leave a comment and stuff. But don't sit there and wallow over the past. You've got to move forward. And I've got some cards in front of me that I pulled before I did this blog. And the first one is all about forgiving and learning. And we have to release and heal the past to move forward. And we've also got to learn to love ourselves. Sometimes we get too much out to other people and we don't learn to love ourselves. So, we've got to give a relationship a chance when it's new and try it, and make decisions on that. And so you've got to work on a partnership, and it is a partnership sometimes. And not everyone we meet will become our lover. Not every date will become a lover, but they could be good friends, and friends have friends. Remember that. So the whole idea of this, as the name says over here, so I'm getting mixed up here. Over here, it's all about finding that happy medium in life and the balance. Not everyone's going to be like you and have the same likes, so we've got to learn to accept differences as well, but also get a compromise and a balance. Sometimes I didn't like going to see my in-laws, for example, or some of the family, but I accepted them and I go and see them and I appreciate that. So I'm supporting my partner, or in your case it could be a husband, you know, and we have to accept these differences in family, because sometimes we've got to do things out of loyalty and support, and that means a lot. That means they will support you, you know. And if you haven't got that balance, then it's not a very good relationship. And relationships are something that has to be worked on. There's never an easy path. We all have that honeymoon moments after, we first meet somebody. We've got the physical attraction, the chemistry is right, we've got a lot in common, but we still have to learn and know and grow, and learn from each other as well. So relationships are never easy. You overcome hurdles. Sometimes it's confidence. Maybe somebody's lost a job within that relationship, and that's what's happened in Aberdeen lately. and all the job losses, and people, it's affected their relationships because the husband's been away offshore, or the wife even's been away offshore, and they're away, now they're at home and have to change the relationship because he's at home all the time, or she's at home all the time, and we have to learn to adapt. So, I'm not an expert, but I've got a lot of counselling experience and life coaching experience, and I have a lot of clients who have come, for a card reading is an amazing way to look at, is he the right partner or whatever, and we look at the options, and it's amazing what the cards can tell you sometimes, and it is for fun and entertainment, I've got to say that, but sometimes it's pretty spot on, so, enjoy the blog, it'd be great to see some comments, and enjoy your life in the now. Stop worrying about the future and the past. Start living now. So thank you for listening, and hopefully you'll find that twin flame. Okay, thank you.